arrive soon. We are co-CEO of the Alliance Story in Advance and Alliance in Wormhole. And today we're gonna talk about the new update. Um, so so I don't have a clue of what we're gonna talk about. To be honest, it's more like then we're gonna talk. I'm gonna call out the structure, and we're gonna see how it works. So I'm not sure if Ben's coming. Okay,
Hey,
hey.
so hi there. So we're trying something new, as she says. We're trying to get the chat working somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. So there's like you'll see like two cameras, so things should go smoothly. So we currently are on the Facebook page, the YouTube, the what we should.
You sure about that? I'm not here.
Hmm.
I can check
What?
on Twitch.
Yeah, look on Twitch and look if I'm not like a different version of the YouTube.
Ooh,
Mhm.
different person. You?
Like the Désolé en avance.
Oh,
So that seems to work on Twitch.
yeah, that's one thing I'll do it. So I'm gonna be on the chat of Twitch. So yeah, that's one already asked. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And you wanna check
Yeah, yes. Like the
the right one?
you took one, put another one there, so people can start arriving. Easy.
So no, we don't.
We're not streaming on YouTube right now. Okay. So I'll have a look while people are connecting. We'll be doing some coloring.
Yeah, I don't think I can remember. Funny thing. Oh, I'm hearing you double. So what are you doing today, guys? Except listening to it. Um, it's working on YouTube too? Nice. What? Sorry for the beginning. So if you are there, just like say to us if it's working well or not. Yeah, it's working on YouTube. It's working. Perfect. I think Ben didn't talk about like the chat on the side. No one's gonna see me comparing. I can do with that. So come to make a coffee and join us and color with us while we checking the last update.
Yep. So the sound is not perfect. Sorry about that.
Well, we are sorry now.
Yeah.
They should know.
Yes, indeed. So
I think we won't see me coloring. Like we seen that.
yeah, I changed it on the other side. Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, we don't see it. Like that. Sorry about that. It's a test, and I mean that's a first. That's the FFP. Okay, I think it's good.
Yeah, or if you just change your settings, you can do the side.
Like that, and like that. Working, I think.
Or take my place because you're decoloring more than I.
Okay, that's true. Yeah,
There you go.
that's yours.
Yeah, that's mine. Perfect. So then this one is yours. Yeah, just by the like the color of it. Great. So tell me if something's happening on chat or I.
The better thing that this one.
Well,
I
perfect.
think it's gonna be okay like that.
Great.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's a new expansion coming, and to like one of the feature of the expansion being the structure coloring. So, we guess not only we guess we were like faster than CCP to actually get this one out. So you have the link in chat to actually print your own and color your structure with us before the expansion.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wanna have like a lot of drawers, so I hope you're gonna participate.
Great. We actually received a few drawings already. So
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, people like pinks. A lot of them are either pink. We got some with rainbows.
Oh,
It's really cheerful. So yeah, continue like that. But like having a few maybe sinister ones could actually be great.
like redone by kids, not by adults who were like
Like
kid
I
clothes.
want to wear my collections. So let's start with what's actually gonna be happening in the next expansion. Okay. Oh, we have enough publicity. That's super.
That's okay. No, it's just me. It's not like everyone. Just
Yeah, like those on Twitch. So if you're not on Twitch, you got an adventure. That's my game.
Okay, so what's happening in the next expansion?
Okay, so let's start with my favorite section, the corporation projects.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like the idea. I excited about what's gonna happen with that. You can ask me color if you want.
Yeah, I can. Okay. So corporation projects. Let's actually just read what CCP wrote. In this expansion, we are targeting the corporation and their ability to better manage themselves and to better express their identity. Okay. We are adding new tools to empower corporation leaders to be able to give directions to their member where individual contribution can be tracked as the corporations works toward their collective goal. Sorry. Meaning that for smaller corporations that don't have all those super third-party tools, well, we'll have our in-game way to track projects and anything that you actually need. It's breaking a lot.
Those things are old. I mean, like I have them like when I was a teenager. So yeah, those things are old.
Great.
I'm old.
Okay. The projects and their progress are visible to every member of the corporation, and the progress of each of the goals are updated automatically when it processes for most tasks or manually to custom projects, which are called manual projects. Okay.
So it basically is gonna allow the leader of the alliance or the corporation to set goals, and when they are not there, like people can connect and say like, oh, it has and that to do, and that's gonna help my people, and that's gonna be awesome. Then I'm gonna be happy.
Exactly. So Benetton's gonna be happy. That's actually like what's really important in this expansion. But not only that, we'll have those goals. You'll be able to see it as a line member, so you'll be able to be informed. No matter what time you connect, you won't have to wait for the leader to actually give you where's this project at. You'll be able to see it. That's really great. Although everything that has to do with spy work and else, well, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bigger corporations that are doing that for specific projects, well, it's going to be harder to hide some of those. Although you'll be able to do, let's say, like portion projects, so that you can actually, let's say, get, oh, I need like that minerals, that mineral, or like that kind of items, which it will actually be a way to get any kind of way to get something to do.
So can we do like a description? I mean, can I write something like I need that salvage material and it's for the rig for this structure?
Yeah, actually, let's dig into like the different kind of projects that can be happening. There are 5 of those actually. So the first one is what they call the manual. So a freeform type project that is an empty canvas. It is flexible and can be used for many purpose with the cave at what's tracking the progress is manual. So with that, what we understand is that you can actually be able to just track something. So it's a way. Let's say that you're in a wormhole. You want to track the amount of blue loot that your corporation is getting.
Can track that?
Yep. And since you don't have a lot of taxes when you're in the wormhole, you can actually start taxing blue loot. So we got 4 chests into one. So you got 2 chests. You got the one in white and the one inside the camera.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, perfect.
But just to make people understand, it's when you are in wormhole. Usually when you're ratting, you have like an amount of money gonna come in your pocket and in your wallet, sorry. And a part of it is like automatically taxed by the corporation. But it's not the case in wormhole. You're just killing thing and nobody gave you money.
You just got the loot that is worth a lot that you need to go into known space to sell it. Where anywhere else in Eve, well, you get paid. Even in Pudgeon, you get paid by the Triplegian Collective for some activities. So yeah, so that's an example of things that can be tracked down and be used after that to tax your corp member. So you can track anything that you got in mind. As let's say you're a high sec a corporation and you want to track the amount of let's say Veldspar that has been mined. That's important for you, so you can actually have a record for that, and so that everyone can see it.
In the system or by your corporation?
For the manual entry, I think that I'm not sure if you can select the system, because I know for the other entries you can actually select a system. You can even select, I think, one of your office. But for specific, especially this one for the manual, I do not remember from the CCP stream if you can actually do this one per system. But it would be logical. Then the second type of project that can be followed is the delivered item, which can be any kind of item. So let's say that you're in nullsec and you need some faction implant. Well, with that, you can like specify that you want those kind of implant delivered into that office in that citadel, and you'll be able to track it. So when you got let's say like doctrines to fill out and all that kind of stuff, that would be actually doable, so that people can really get involved into the life of the corporation and make everything happen. Also, you can use the deliver item as a way to do a buyback, because the corporation director and CEOs will be able to see the details of who's doing who's participating, which like the other member cannot see on their end. So that way, like they can actually see who gave, let's say, a blue buyback program. So let's say they see who they gave this the amount of blue loot, and so that way you can actually do the buyback and everything's fine. So yeah, it's not like an automatic buyback, but at least you can see and do your calculation to just give the right amount to that. So that's great. I hope that the exportation toward Excel or Google Sheets is going to be easy, which actually makes me think if with the Ansel integration, we'll be able to actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, well, we put Excel somewhere.
The other thing that we'll be able to track with that thing is the destruction of non-capsuleers. So contribution to any type of project that are made by destroying non-capsuleer, optionally in a specific solar system. Well, that's great. Let's say that you're in NoSec, that you want to raise ADMs, and that you want to tell people like where the ratting should be happening. You can use this tool to say, okay, well, that's where ratting needs to be happening. So that way, well, you can have ADM specific stuff happen.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not necessarily corp effort, but it's an alliance effort or even a coalition effort. So that can be nice to just send a message to your ad and something happens. It's not just you don't have to put an extra effort on anything. Yeah, that's nice.
Yep. So it eases communication that way.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth one is the damage through the capsuleer. So that way you can actually put pressure on let's say a specific system if you're in professional warfare, let's say, and you want to give something for people that are helping with pushing back let's say the infamous Galanti. Well, you can track that down and be able to give something in return for those that are doing it, and actually be able to track who's doing it, or if you just got people doing places and not actually helping for the professional warfare effort. So that's going to be a way to track down who's doing what, and if you got slacker in your organization, which could actually be really great. If you're doing big fleets in NoSec, and that you don't know who's not shooting.
Yeah.
A spy. Yeah, so if you got a spy that is not shooting because he's on the other side, getting everything ready, that should actually help to know, have a little more information at least. Well, and with that you can also have all kinds of PvP projects. It can be really specific to a system, to a faction, to an individual. So you can do bounty hunting. So yeah, great stuff there. And for sure you got the amount of mined ore that well, for like any corporation that does mining that want to tax it or to show like who's the best miner, who's the most like strong, like the great ones. You can actually show that and like
give them like title and medal because they are awesome and you like them.
Yeah, and they make things go wrong. So yeah, so any kind of what you want to do with that. Now, like, but not now. Next Tuesday, that's gonna be like possible.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay.
We'll be able to have up to 100 active projects at the same time. You check on the Facebook page, see if this is really important. So it's going to be like a new tab in the corporation window. Corporation with an office in either a station or a hub structure will have a new hangar called project. And this hangar will only accept like the items that are project specific. So there is no chance of it does.
Yeah, like a title.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, on Facebook we have a title.
Oh.
So we are not that bad in English. They are able to understand what we say.
That's really great.
I have doubt. No, I don't.
No, like, yeah, like we're good. So yeah, so you like on the side you'll have different kind of like the usual corporation hangar. Then you will the one that has like let's say an active project like into the upwell structure on the NPC station. Whereas you got to have an office. So if you don't have an office, you won't be able to get the project up at that place. So, and you cannot like accidentally drop something that is not required for a project.
Okay, it won't accept it.
So you cannot like drag and drop a Titan and oops, unless your corporation was asking for a Titan.
You just always ask for it.
So corporation manager, you cannot ask for Titans, jump fighters, and those kind of things.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. Unlike other corporation hangar, this one does not have configurable access and is only accessible to either the corporation CEO or directors. Other members have only drop access only.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like we don't have anything to configure.
The projects can be linked in chat and other text field by dragging and dropping. So when you click on this, like one of the projects, you'll see there's like a little like chains, like 3 chains, like a link. So you can actually like drag and drop this icon into text. So you can actually tell you remember, look, that's this project.
That's the doctrine that we have.
Exactly. So let's say like you got like I don't know like you need I don't know like T2 dreadnoughts built and you got like a bottleneck and bottleneck itself it's in the project so you can drag and drop like the project itself to tell member do that. So yeah. Which actually close the corporation project that are coming, which is going to be really great. Other than that, the air opportunities. So air is like the air carrier program, so it's the same thinking there. This is a new interface which replaces the old journal and is intended to be a counterpart to the agency. Where the agency is a catalog of content, opportunities is the presentation of the content available now and that could be of interest to you. Okay. The project tab on the air opportunities windows are inherently linked. Clicking a project within the project tab bring a member to the project entry in the Air Opportunity windows. And if I remember correctly, what CCP was showing is that in this tab you'll have your corporation project, and underneath you'll get the Air project. For corporation members simply looking for a project to work on, the Air Opportunities window will be their primary means to accessing the core project, like I was saying. So yeah, I guess like with this one, you'll be able to see what was doable like in your system or around your system. Like let's say what are the rating and what you usually got in the agency. So
Okay. So
what in mind?
Yeah, what can I write? What does have anything to
Yeah,
or something like that. I think that's the right one. I'm not sure.
humph. Yeah, I think yeah, or sniff, or I don't know. So yeah, orange. I like orange. Yeah,
I think people.
I don't think people see my drawing.
We don't see much mine.
Where? Oh, you're in the top there.
Oh, I think I should do that.
Let's see.
Let's see that. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, let's see that.
Hey there, did you? Oh, that looks better. So I'll put like when I'm not drawing, I'll put that there. People can actually see how fast my drawing project is actually happening. Okay, is that better? Yeah, that's better. So the idea is listening to us on which platform? Twitch. So hi Twitch. Okay, Air Opportunity. Okay, let's stay into the corporation thingy and move now up to corporation loyalty points. Corporation taxes, which previously were only contributed by member via NPC bounties, will now also automatically levy loyalty points payout at the same rate as set by the corporation. So I don't know if that means that like if I got like let's say I've got like a 5% tax in my corporation, will I get like automatically a 5% tax on loyalty points?
not have that making sense.
It makes sense,
but like not always got that making sense. My head that making sense. I mean, they are not in my head.
Nope.
What? You're I was like, you're looking at my iPad, I guess. No, not there.
Loyalty points are contributed for all loyalty points payouts, such as those granted through factional warfare, incursion, and mission rewards. Okay. Evermark are excluded from this as they are granted to corporation as a 1-to-1 ratio when a corporation member receives Evermark by any means. Okay. So you'll be able to tax loyalty points to, I don't know if it's going to be the same rate as what you can tax as a corporation or if there's going to be like another window. I don't know. But it won't be like the same thing as the Evermarks because like the Evermarks are already not taxed, but like there's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if I win like I don't know like 2,000 Evermarks, well the corporation gets the same amount. So that's not really a tax, like it's how it's just built. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
Corporation now have their own loyalty point wallet to account to their loyalty points. That's gonna be nice.
I heard something about that. That you can exchange like when to a cop to another. I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's further down the line, but you should be able to transfer loyalty points or Evermars, or not sure which one, to the executive corp.
Oh, only the executive one.
Yeah,
Okay,
and from the executive corp to other corporation.
Okay.
So let's say that your executive, you give it to your executive corp, and that you got like another corp that is handling everything that is structures. You the executive corp could then give back the loyalty points or the Evermore down to this one. Well, I hope it's the Evermore. We'll see as we go through this document.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm sorry.
It's alright, I'm sorry too. Corporation now have loyalty points can be spent in loyalty point store by either the CEO or director and work in the same way as normal loyalty point store. So let's say that a corporation CEO or director are there, they can, let's say, buy a bunch of implants for adoption or adopting itself directly.
I'm just gonna link back the draft in Twitch.
Great. Please do, so that people can actually do the coloring with us.
Yeah, so after that, just gonna ask you to fill a form, and you can participate too.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, got a chance to win. Okay.
Yeah, just stay.
And if you ever lost it, you can go on this week, or last week, Community Beat, and there, yeah, you can just scroll down the Community Beat. There's a link to the Reddit itself, and there you can actually just get all the links you need there. Just mention this one here. Yeah. We're not any urge whatsoever. Okay, so loyalty points in corporation. Loyalty point wallet can be donated to any other corporation. To any other corporation. Oh, meaning that the loyalty point market is gonna be something real now. It's not like they're not saying that it's to another corporation in the same alliance. It's to any other corporation. Oh. Huh. So. Oh yeah. Yep. Evermore are excluded from being traded between corporation. Okay. I'll try to say that. That's the new subject. It's related to the drawings. Is the super clear induced nano coating resequencer Skinner. That's the guy in Simpson. Skinner.
The
Director Skinner. Okay, so a new engine customization tool. So I was not I was able to say what Skinner mean, but not able to say customization. Allow CEOs and director and the newly created role of brand manager. So now you can be a brand manager in EVE Online. To create nano coating design by applying nano coatings to their choosing to different area of the upwell structure. Nanocoating designs can be applied to any of the upwell structure and then the corporation owns in exchange for ever marks for a limited duration. So it's like renting the colors for X amount of time. It's either 30 days, 90 days, or I think 180 days. So
I don't think I mean like I know something. I know color thing.
you can buy.
Oh, yeah.
See? Another satisfied customer. Once the purchase is complete, coating designs are then applied to a selected structure for all conceptually to enjoy or not. Because CCP did a stream this week where this CCP Paragon that tried to do the ugliest set of color possible, and it was still looking good.
Oh.
Because the art team in CCPR is just so awesome.
I like this.
Yeah, so you have 99 colors to choose from, and different kind of shines, so you get matte up to really shiny. So everyone is on Twitch, or do we have other chats too?
It's on Twitch, and that you talking to me in French, so it's kind of weird because I'm trying to switch to French and English, and it's way easier in French, so I'm just having difficulties to follow everything.
Okay, so the brand manager role has access to all corporation customization options. And for now, that is Skinner and the ability to spend Evermark through those options. So the brand manager will be able to spend those hardly earned, how do you call that? Evermarks. Starting the next expansion, there will be a new way to acquire Evermarks through the daily challenges, which use similar cyclical, like a cycle, fashion of various activities that are used where those previously only award skill points. So usually, when you do your dailies in EVE Online, you can only get 2 skill points, but now you will be able to get Evermarks there.
Ooh.
This adds a more passive but less direct wielding way than Paragon missions to acquire them. So
it's gonna be you don't need to go in high stake anymore. You are no sucker and
exactly.
Don't want to go to Gita every day basis and come back for fight and everything. So
you'll be able to stick more with your people. Tax reform. So they are making a series of changes to how some taxes are calculated to increase the value of corporation infrastructure as an income sources. There will be the following area. So when you own a structure, you can tax in a certain way, but let's see how that's going to change. Broker fees in upwell structure. Okay, instead of a percentage cut, a fixed rate will be taken by the SEC, providing more risk for facility owners. All those letters, that's the NPC corporation that takes X amount of money out of anything that is market related. You'll see in your wallet, in the market tab, SEC, whatever. Those are the baddies. Which means, what's that saying? SEC wanted amount paid. So instead of 5%, it's gonna be 0.5%. 0.5%. So it's still a sink, economic wise, but it's gonna be really, really small, which gonna help a lot all the ones that are having that try to be like a market competitive. But what I see here is also another way for the TTT to like stay competitive to GTAP. Because that way they're going to be able to, well, that's going to be like even better to go there. So yeah. Well, it should
So
be.
if you don't know what TTT is, just listen to our left. It's direct.
Yeah, like the last live last week. On YouTube, that is. Industry job installations fee tax will be applied directly on the estimated value following allowing a facility owner to have a meaningful income stream even in low indexed system. So that means that like if you own a structure with industrial facilities there, you'll be able to make a little bit more money because it won't be a sink from the SCC, which is actually great because like having and taking care of structures is effort, and effort should be rewarded. So that's going in the right way. NPC station dash monument. What does that mean? Manufacturing and research factor removal. Leveling the field and encouraging industry spread across system. Not sure what that means. Monument and the NPC station. So you won't be able to manufacture and research in NPC station? Leveling the field and encouraging industry spread across system.
Okay, so
You
like
think that you're gonna
that structure gonna have like a research facility and everything, manufacturing and research factories.
Well, that's actually.
That's what I understand.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's fair because some people are not in any corporation and that they are using an NPC station.
But I don't think it's NPC. Okay, it's NPC station and monument. I don't understand the monument thing.
Nope.
I mean, I never manufactured anything in a monument.
Okay, I won't go like in the Liberty statue and try to manufacture it.
Yeah, why not? Let's try this.
So I do not understand that whole sorry. Because it makes sense. It does not make any sense that you cannot like have a place to manufacture an NPC station. Because if you start a game and you don't have any friends, you need to manufacture somewhere, you know? Like, yeah. Other chats are quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Workers fee and oil structures. The goal of this is to change. Let me rephrase that. The goal of this change is to give more control, increase the value of income sources to corporation, and to increase the competitiveness of facility owners with the market. There will no longer be a 50% cut taken from the total broker's fee paid in structures facilities. Instead, there will be reduced to a fixed rate of 0.5%. So more money for the structure owners. Okay. Goal of this change is both to the goal of this change is to address both of those problems to create options for newer corporations to access infrastructure without having to fork out of it fully, and to give incentive to those that decide to do so. Well, so yeah, having a structure, like you should have benefits with it. All taxes for industry job will be applied directly to the estimate items value instead of the system cost index adjustment estimated item value. So when
that looks like easy to say.
When you're doing industry intelligent system, it does modify the system cost index. Okay, so like when the system cost index is too high, like it's not economically good to keep doing industry in that system usually. But with that change, well, it's gonna be lowering that so that you can actually keep all your industry into like a fewer number of systems.
Oh, nice.
This change means that facility owners in a low-indexed system can set their tax to a very low value, but still gain a meaningful income while still staying competitive. So there's a few points here. So adjusting industry facilities tax in NPC station to 0.25% from 10%. So industry in NPC station will still exist. So instead of 10%, if you have like a like I guess no rep or something, because I know that with rep you can get it quite low. You like it's starting at 0.25%. So industry is going to be easier. Well, not easier, cost less.
Yeah, cost less because like material and everything won't change.
Yeah. Adjust alpha clone tax. Oh, there's a alpha clone tax. Okay, to the airplane of 2%, and it's going down to 0.25%. They added also like a 0.25% tax that goes to the SEC. Yeah, because the SEC is now poor, I guess.
Yeah, they stop taxing so much in detail, so they are poor now.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, oh,
Yeah. Maximum tax can be set for industry service will be capped at 10%. Maximum tax that can be set on. Okay, so you cannot tax more than 10% in industry. Well, I guess it's okay, but it does remove like some gameplay for people that just want to scam other people. But I guess there was a lot of thinking behind that.
Let's scam like other player, more player, I guess.
I don't know about that, I guess.
But well, that's how you became like less naive in real life because like you are like,
man, you're really trying to scam me. I'm playing Eve. You cannot like scam me like that.
not that.
Exactly.
I'm sure it's already happened to you too. You were like, I'm not that naive anymore.
Yeah. Those companies that call you and try to do weird stuff, and you're like, no, you
I'm
won't.
playing Eve.
Stop that.
I'm an Eve player. You cannot scam me anymore. Cha cha cha. Okay, where was I? Okay, you can now adjust your fees to 2 decimal places rather than being limited to 1. Okay, so more precisions for your like industry fees. I don't know. Yay.
Calling you off to the out there, Ben.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. We will be setting all current player ownership taxes profit to 0.25%. This will need to be adjusted by facility owner as they see fit. Oh, okay, so that's really important. So if you are a CEO or a director, listen to this. Next Tuesday, all your structure profile is going to be reset like tax-wise to 0.25%. If that is not what you wish for, you will need to log on early
And fix that
fix that.
really quick.
If you're an industrialist, log earlier and start all your job before your CEO can adjust that. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you're an industrialist, be sure to get all your jobs like started really soon. And if you're a CEO, well, be faster, I guess.
Learn it before it's happening.
Yeah, so it's a good time to start like all your supers and titans.
So sorry for everyone who don't listening this Twitch and are not aware of that.
Return. Okay, what else? Um, so they're saying that this will vastly increase competitiveness for facility owners. Even with it set at 25%, the fee will earn the facility owner substantially more ISK. Well, having ISK is good for the corporation.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they got the formula here. I won't try to explain it. There's changes.
Yeah, I just look at it and I'm like,
Try to explain it like without like any graphic or anything. Is like I'll explain it like that in the like I don't have like the ability to draw in here for you to explain. Sorry.
but you have like a drawer near there. Maybe you can use it.
So here's gonna be happening. In that thing, it's not necessarily the Astra house. It will most likely be an industrial structure. So those things, that's where like industry happens. Okay. Oh, here you go. NPC station and monuments.
Oh, that thing. What was it? Again.
What's that?
I'm calling one.
System index cost modifiers have existed since the creation of industry index system. Okay, but they are difficult to understand. Yes, and identify through in-game means. Okay. Every NPC station capable of industry reduces the system cost index by 1%, while sub-node security outposts granted their system a large permanent reduction depending on their type. Okay. This fourfold bonus visibly shape player behavior while largely remaining out of sight for those not familiar with the system cost index modifiers. Our goal, well, CCP's goal, with this change is to create more opportunity for aspiring industrialists. They'll be removing this thing, so all the system index cost modifiers. This includes removing the bonuses that explorer stations provide to a system and an Upwell support facilities bonus, which were present in no security system that had an outpost prior to being converted into a faction Farzars in 2016. It's going to be simpler than just getting rid of that.
Of what? Of
the security index cost modifiers. Oh, temporary sales tax holiday.
Oh.
Okay. The previous mentioned change will have an impact where in short terms of the installation cost manufacturer will be out of balance. To counter this impact, they are temporarily lowering the sale tax, whatever, for all market transactions. Reduced sale tax for all market transactions by 50%, so from 8% to 4%. Great. Which lead us to the T2 dreadnoughts, also called the Lancer dreadnoughts. So if I put that here, you should. Let's see. I'm just waiting on the video to actually compute.
Okay. Seeing that.
Okay. So that's the Lance. Okay. So the dreadnought is there. You barely see it. But that's gonna be like a kind of AOE, in a straight line with 1 to 2 kilometers in diameters. That will affect everything that is into it. That's the new weapon system that is similar to the Titan lens, but let's say smaller, 1/3 of the damage. And what's actually good with it is that you'll be able to use it in wormhole space and low sec, which are new because you cannot use like a super weapon and in those space usually.
Oh.
So yeah. Lancer Dreadnought. So those
So
are
that's T2.
yeah
Right?
T2.
That's their little name now.
Yeah. So those is gonna be, there are like the only one T2 capitals that are coming out since the Jump Raider. So they're gonna be quite expensive, like around like 15 to 16, 18 B. So yeah, like having those will be an asset. Although they won't do like as much damage, like close range to like their other dreadnought target, and they will be a little bit softer than the Navy variant. So the Navy variant still
What are you calling stuff for like any?
less HP.
Okay. It was not clear for me, sorry.
It's all right. Okay, so the first one, the MR one, is gonna be called the Bane. So the Bane is a bit special because if you're MR, chances are that you are not skilled a lot in everything that is missile because MR is laser, pew pew pew. But this dreadnought has been built by the Canid. I don't know what their little name are, but like from like Canid Innovation. They are like one of the kingdom into the MR, and those specific faction in the MR use missiles, which means that you'll need to get into torpedoes and cruise missile to actually be able to drive this thing and be efficient driving this thing. So what do we have here? So yeah, the more like skill you get into the Lancer Dreadnought, the more damage and the more range you got with the MR one. You'll get you'll be able to use the siege module. I hope it's a Dreadnought. You'll get like the disruptive lens, and do 5 times the penalty for Entosis Link, which is just normal. It's a capital.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, let's talk actually about that lens. I don't know if did you talk about the lens? Yeah, okay, they speak about it later on. Okay, so let's just go through the different kinds of ships. Then we got the coloring one, the Carora. So the Carora, just to give some, let's say, challenge to the cavalry pilots, instead of missile for those caps, it's going to be hybrid turrets, because why not? The cavalry dreadnought is going to be giving how do you call that? Bonuses to turret tracking, optimal range, and they give the same, the Lancer Dreadnought skills gonna be giving the same bonuses, so maximum range and damage. And they got the same thing as the Amar one. The Hubris, which is the Galanty one, it's gonna be hybrid turret, so guarantee no big chance for you, rats. Oh, they got other stuff, Galanty. 5% reduction in armor repair 6 cycle, and 5% bonus to all hull resistance. Oh, so the Galanty one's gonna be tougher than the other.
Yeah.
Rate of fire, tracking at full range. Okay, so yeah, like the Galanty one is not the same thing as the other one, because like this one is tracking speed and optimal range, but nothing that goes for DPS equipment. But for the Galanty one, you got the rate of fire, which is, well, higher DPS, you're shooting faster. So yeah, and you're tougher. That's interesting. Yeah. But your lance actually is worse. Okay. The lance is the new weapon, like the AoE.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got better like secondary weapons, but the lance itself is not great. Then you got the Minotaur one, the Valhaven, which is still vertical, so vertical supremacy. What do we have here? So fall of turret range. So okay, bonus to shield booster. Okay, and armor repairs a 6 cycle. Okay, so it's an in between between like what we got with the Galanti and the two other races, because he got the how do you call that, like the range bonus, but he also got the shield and armor repair like bonus too, and the lances bonus are the same. So the Minotaur one is like the in between between like the super tanky Hubris from the Galanti one and the two others from Calgary and Amor. The lances, which are actually the weapon itself. Each Lancer Dreadnought will be able to equip residual different species. Oh, that's really
sorry, right?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're sorry, everything.
Lenses. So do people see your the evolution of your drawing?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it
Okay.
from here.
At some point, we just show it closer.
You want to? Yeah. Here we go. Continue that.
Yay!
I'm also gonna add some glitter at the end, but I don't have them here.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna add glitter, of course.
So each Lancer Dreadnought will be able to equip a regionally specified disruptive lance. Disruptive lances are a smaller version of the Titan lance, doing about 1/3 of the base damage of the Titan lance. Disruptive lance apply a suite of debuff to any ship that it hits, including not being able to tailor. Okay. Yeah, chocolate, I guess.
Okay.
So not being able to tether, not being able to warp out, duck, jump, use a Stargate, and receiving only 50% of the incoming remote repair.
Oh, okay. So if by example I'm a freighter and I'm jumping into a system and get it by that thing, I cannot work. I barely have like repair.
Yep.
And
You cannot dock.
I cannot duck.
You cannot jump
I
out.
cannot take back the gate.
You cannot get tethered.
Wow. Okay. That's a game changer.
Yep. Because we got a lot of people that are in doing like jump fighters, and they see that coming into low sec, and they are scared as. Which for people that are in the wormhole, for us that we're doing like our own holoing, well.
Don't care.
Because, let's say in those buff, incoming remote repair, jump, use a Stargate. Wormholes are not in the list.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I'm in the wormhole. Oh wow. I like this. Okay. So that's a lot of debuff. not being able to tether, but it won't break a tether that is already there.
Okay.
So if you're tethered to a structure, it won't change it. Although, one question being, when you undock from a structure that you got your 10 seconds invulnerability,
Elegant is the fact that you just can unlock and are not there again, but you are in control of the structure. So, can it happen?
we don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not tethered still.
So,
So,
if anyone says that on Earth is like, you're not there.
you will be testing it before us because
Yeah.
we won't get any of those T2 dreadnoughts that were in the wormholes and we don't care. So,
Okay, so just test it.
tell us so that we can actually share the good news. Okay, so those, if not all, those disruptive lens will do a 10 kilometer AOE energy neutralizing around the Lancer ship that activate it like a Titan lens. So 10 kilometer around the ship, like any other ship inside it will get his cap drained.
Okay.
So don't be too close. But if you actually are using the fleet option, that allows you, when you warp on something, to play with the distance between the ships. You can get it to, let's say, 11, and you can warp all your T2 dreadnoughts, focus on a point, and boom.
Okay.
So 10 kilometers AOE all around it. Really good. Disruptive Lens will provide a similar set of debuff to the Lancers, such as not being able to tether, cloak, duck, jump for 5 minutes after firing. So once you're fired, well, it's harder. Although you can receive heals, so you can have effects on the field. Disruptive lenses can only be fired while in siege mode, and ships with this module fitted are unable to activate the cloaking devices. Okay, so if you got a lance, you cannot activate your cloaking device whatsoever. That's interesting. So if you,
So you really suck, to be honest. It's like,
well, no, if it's fitted, not if you're in siege more than anything.
okay.
As long as it's fitted. So let's say that you unfit it because you got an access in the fleet and you use it, and you use it for any one reason. Well, that's gonna be good. You can actually reclaim your points on this chain. Yeah. Although, if you know of the module, it's called it's to make you invisible on D-scan. Use that and get your ship around it, so that way, even if you're not invisible, cloaked, people won't be able to see you on D-scan, and you can still do a lot of damage. Okay, skill requirement. They are adding 3 new skills with the Lancer Dreadnought.
Okay.
One for manufacturing them, one for flying the ship itself, and one for the new Disruption Lancer. So let's see. Lancer Dreadnought, the skill boss is going to be a
that was the next thing. The skill was gonna cost really much, I guess.
2.5 billion.
Okay.
The disruptive lens operations, 500 million. The advanced capital ship construction is 500 million too.
Yeah. Yeah, it just needs some firework on.
Yeah, I guess.
I need more infrastructure.
Yeah. So Lancer Dreadnought book will be required by the Dreadnought in addition to the racial Dreadnought skill at level 5. So this racial Dreadnought level 5, I think it's 2 months. Just like the level 5.
Okay.
have fun. If you don't actually have it, because a lot of Dreadnought pilots got it like 5 because it has like a direct impact on your DPS and how good you are.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Disruptive lens operation is needed to use the new lens, though. Each level of this will reduce the capacitor consumption of the lens by 5%. Advanced capital ship construction is required to build the Lancer Dreadnoughts. Each level will reduce the manufacturing time by 1%. Okay, industry information. BPOs of the lands can be found for 500 million ISK in the appropriated Empire School Station for their respective racial lenses. The lens blueprint will, well, you got all the what is going to be needed, like Zydrin, Megatype, Isogen, Noxium, Mexel, and Pirate Titanium. Blueprint to build the Lancer Dreadnought are acquired for running invention jobs on existing Tech 1 Dreadnought BPCs. So yeah, it makes sense. You need to have like a BPC of the Dreadnought itself, research it, and with it, chances to get like the T2 version. So to be able to get like the T2 Dreadnought itself, you will need the T1 version and a bunch of other capital T2 stuff. So you got like, let's say, the fashionable title for like the T2 of capital reactor units, so 1,700 of those. So it's quite a lot actually. It's really like the same number that of the jump laters. So yeah, that's why that's gonna be costing so much. So those are like the T2 component plus market, construction blocks, RAM, Starship Tech, and yeah. So and after that, like it's just like you need to be in the right station, to be able to use it, to construct it.
Yeah, and I guess that's not gonna be stuck anywhere. Like.
Yeah, indeed. Lancer Dreadnought will only be able to be manufacturing in low security, no security, in an NPC station or in an Upwell capital manufacturing services in low security in a wormhole space. Okay. Why in the first part of the description they do not say wormhole space, but in the second one they do? CCP. You don't like, yeah. Yeah, this one.
Why?
Wormhole. Forgot us. Okay. The following rig will reduce the material. Is the same rig as like the how we call them, jump raiders. Okay, this one is going to be a game changer because they are affecting the marauders. And marauders, like they've been all around since a year and a half or something, because well, you could do anything with them. But now they won't be as good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So they're speaking about what are the marauders. So damage war, like they are like really good in all kind of way. They cost a lot, needs a lot of skills, but they are changing them.
I finished my card.
Nice.
Yeah, it's better. Of course, that's like for now.
So if you put this one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the connection. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so they're changing stuff on the marauders. Let's start with the Bastion module. So their goal is to create new weaknesses and therefore opportunities to counterplay in PvP for marauders where they currently do not have many. These changes would lean into the class identity as being strong but immobile. Okay. And offer smaller ships the chance to play around a marauder with E-Ward tools that are currently often useless in face of its E-Ward resistance bonuses. First of all, the durations of the Bastion modules increase from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. So a minute. You'll have to think a lot more before using your Bastion module. We are removing the electronic warfare resistance bonus to sensor deafening, tracking disruptor, and target painter resistance. So yeah, E-War is gonna be affecting those marauders. You will be able to have a lot more fun with a bunch of frigates around it. And yeah, Bomber is gonna be great.
Yeah.
The ship continued to retain its incredible firepower, tank, range, and application, but will now have a few weaknesses. Okay. The Kronos is currently the weakest performing of the Marauders. We are giving it, well, sorry, CCP is giving it the additional mid-slot in exchange for a high slot to give it more utilities for close range brawling. We're also making a small tweak to its survivability by shifting some of the structure hit points into armor HP. So yeah, plus one mid slot, minus one high slot. Great. The Vargur, which is used a lot. Yeah, so the Vargur is performing the best out of all the Marauders right now for a solo and small gang use. We are making adjustment to decrease the power of triple X large and serially shield booster fit by lowering the shield boost bonus slightly and moving some shield HP into armor HP already. At the same time, we are improving the flexibility of the Vargur by adding an armor repair bonus and an extra low slot in exchange for a high slot to match the paradigm set by the Kronos. Okay, so one less high slot, one more low slot. And decrease of the shield HP, so from the base of 8.3 thousand to 7.8 thousand, and increase the armor from 7.3 thousand to 7.8 thousand. So it's going to be the same thing for both shield and armor. So it makes sense because Vargur is the Minotaur one. Minotaur, like they even usually can do like both type of armor, like armor and shield.
So I'm gonna add some birthday fun.
Yeah, sure. They should.
Yeah, I think.
So they used to have like a 7.5 bonus to shield booster, so it's now down to 5%, and same amount for shield boosting and armor repair. The Paladin, the one that we see everywhere in low-sec, null-sec, wormhole. Currently, the Paladin is extremely dominant compared to other Marauders in very large-scale fleet fights. We're lowering the optimal range per level bonus slightly to reduce its dominance. So the optimal range bonus from 7.5% to 5%.
So they nerfed it a bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but only on the range. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah. Next, still in the Marauder. A little nerf here. Marauder are particularly dominant in wormholes due to their high power of mass efficiencies. So they are increasing the mass to be close to the Black Ops battleships, which means that the player will need to be slightly more cautious about the number of Marauder they can bring and fight in G space.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's a good chance that you're gonna close the wormhole and
Yeah, like if you are not listening to that, if you're like if you don't care about like those changes, you can actually close the wormhole behind you and be stuck in the other place. So
Yeah. So it's like you're gonna have to like get with your explorer first and your ship after, and take care to then do the inverse because
yeah, like
that can be kind of trouble.
it's a lot of mess.
Yeah.
So the Kronos they added 54 million kilogram to the ships, with making it all of the Marauders will be around 150 tons, like million tons, whatever, which is a lot. Because if you use your micro war drive, it's going to be like 300. So it's nearly half the Marauder that's going to be able to pass through. So if you're doing an invasion or invasion, well, it doubles your time or more to actually get those ship in.
Okay.
Unless you actually unfit them, you put them into a DST, that is a medium size transporter, and that you get them into a pod that you get into the an invaded system, and from there you assemble all the ships. You can get a lot done.
That's faster and everything.
It costs you rigs. Sorry, T2 rigs can be expensive, depending what you're doing. But if you're doing an eviction, usually the amount of money that if you're successful, should repay for those rigs.
And to be honest, like eviction, like from wormhole or anywhere, just like, I don't know, it's just like, is it from wormhole? It's just bad playing because it makes less content.
It depends on who you're evicting, because if it's only like farmers that just dock up, and if they do not respect the Bushido, they should be evicted. Yeah, so yeah.
It's like evict bad players.
Yeah, keep the place clean. Yeah. So that's it for the Marauders. What CCP have not been a lot vocal about is the next points.
Oh.
They are doing different things to battleships. So they are adding some power to Maelstrom and the Rogue. As they have both been performing compared to the Hyperion and the Abaddon, which is actually quite true. Like, I haven't seen the Rooks in a while.
Because you are in Hong and you can at least scan them.
No, those are the
okay, I mixed them.
Yeah, I know which one was the other. So yeah, like the Rook is the colored one. That's usually like a good sniper, but it's been worth so much. So, like we don't use it. Let's see if it's gonna be better now. So the Rook currently share the 8-6-5 slot layout with the Maelstrom. Okay, so 8 eye slots, 6 mid, 5 low. Which outperform it as a shield brawler. Okay. By increasing it to 7 mid slot, the goal is to give more flexibility when blaster brawling over the Maelstrom. Okay. At the same time, we are also giving it a bit more fitting space and a much bigger drone bay. Oh, drone bay in the Rook, I like that. Which a smaller increase to the drone bandwidth, which will have its utility, especially in when it goes up. So more drones. So it's going to be more drone ship, which more like 1 mid slot. So let's say you have better cracking. Okay, so the Rook would be better close distance, but I don't like the Rook as like a good long range. Next paragraph. Longer range fits will benefit from the extra utility of the tank the 7th mid slot provide, especially when combined with a large railgun buff. Okay. So makes sense. You can like actually get like something to get further away or more things. Okay, nice. So +1 mid slot, less -1 low slot. Okay. Bandwidth, CPU. Okay, so and more think space.
Okay.
We'll have to try it and
Yep.
see if we can actually get something good. Do we have the peoples from other places than Twitch, or it's only Twitch?
It's only Twitch. I can see it there. Like we have a little.
Yeah. Only Twitch.
That's okay. I can check, like, just being sure. You can continue.
Okay, thank you.
Check with me.
The Maelstrom. So they are generally happy with the Maelstrom identity as a shield boosting crawling projectile platform. It just needs a little bit more power. They are improving the Maelstrom speed, shield boost bonus, and scan resolution. Both the velocity and scan resolution were a little on the slower side for Minotaur ship, especially when compared to the Imperium. So the shield bonus goes from 7.5% to 10% per level. They increase the max velocity from 94 meter per second to 115 meter per second. Increase the scan resolution from 117 millimeters to 125 millimeters. So that's all just buff on the Maelstrom side. Great. Oh, large railguns. Okay. That's another topic. So large railguns are severely underperforming compared to other battleship-sized weapons. You are improving them relative to other weapon classes to make them more viable options and to help improve the viability of several underperforming ships such as the Rook and the Kronos. Okay. Oh, plus 15% bonus to tracking speed and plus 15% bonus to rate of fire. That's a lot of DPS.
Yeah.
Wait, the Rook, we had like +1 mid slot, plus a lot of drones. Huh. And plus 15%. Oh, that actually.
That's the
Well, that's like the yeah, like the Rook here.
Yeah.
Like he got like a +1 mid slot. And like the Maelstrom basically got scan resolution, so it's gonna be like firing, like be able to target faster. So it's Minotaur size.
Oh, and after that, it's long range.
Yeah, like the link, like the large railgun, so that like the weapon that they use, or the Rook.
So it's for both of them.
Actually, it's only the Rook. Only the Rook, because they say Rook and Kronos. Kronos is the guarantee one. So, which makes sense because like the guarantee Marauder was not quite used, but with 15 bonus to the rate of fire, that's gonna be great. So, tracking increase will place large railguns between large beams and large artillery for tracking score. The rate of fire increase will improve their DPS, making them more attractive while not increasing their alpha strike capability.
Yeah. Don't give up. You're the best.
The Minotaur will still be the one doing the more alpha, okay? DPS like should be something like between the MR and the cavalry. I guess it's gonna. We'll see with that. Okay. Cool. Next point. More for everyone that they are like living in a wormhole, and they like to finish the job of closing a wormhole.
Ooh.
Those one know what a 0-point mass entangler is.
Yeah.
What is? Do you remember?
That's the thing that you make like less able to move fast. I don't know to say that.
To slow you down.
Down. Thanks. I don't know why I say it like that. And reduce your mass. It's illegal in other places than wormhole, I think.
Wormhole and also.
Website.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never put wormhole.
Yeah.
That's why. At this point, right? With the Onyx and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, they can only be used by Onyx and the Light, so the AV Interdictor. Meaning, and like the change here is that they are now you'll be now able to use them in low sec and high sec.
Yeah, that's legal again.
Yeah, so they make it legal. So now, like I guess, like if you live in a high sec or in low sec, you'll be able to fully close the wormholes as like.
Yeah, because it was only like the home core who were able to close it.
Yeah.
Well, but like it was not possible to get in the wormhole as a light way.
So yeah, so actually it's helping non-wormholers to close wormholes from their side. I guess people were scared of wormholers. Booga booga.
Well, I guess like I don't think like a lot of ISEC are gonna say like, oh, let's close that wormhole, or like I don't know. I mean,
it's more like, what is a wormhole?
Yeah, it's more like I don't need mechanic. I don't need them like that much, so I won't bring that.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be that, but well,
we'll see. Okay, next is gonna be the dungeons. Dungeons. CCP are introducing dungeons. So they call that home front operation.
Okay.
So each home front operation require a group of pilots covering specific roles from hacking to hauling. Be warned. Unlike most other sites, home front operations can be lost if your teams fails to meet their set of objectives.
Okay.
So what CCP was saying in their stream is that like it's optimized for a number of player 4 to 5 players. Below or above that, you have less like ISK or whatever reward to like than anything else. So 4 or 5 player is what you're aiming for those to get like the maximum out of it. So there's different kinds of dungeons. You'll get the Abyssal Artifact Recovery. Valuable artifact buried within asteroid have emerged from Abyssal Rift. However, they aren't all that has made it into the cluster. Break apart the asteroid and grab whatever you can before the Dweller of the Abyss overwhelms you. So this one actually CB showed it. So you need a miner. You need PvE ships to defend the miner. And I guess you will need some logi to heal everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So 4 to 5 people. So organize yourself to have like at least those roles, and you should be fine.
That's interesting. It's like our game where it's like you have the warrior and you have the
you got the team, you got the yes, and you got the board.
Exactly.
It's yeah. Why not? After that, you got the suspicious signal. Your target is protected by an array of specialized emitters. They are active. It is invulnerable. Hack the relay to temporarily disable this defense and gives yourself a chance to take out the targets. Okay, so hacking, PvE, and logic, I guess.
Okay.
Do not take my word for it.
You just like trying to put these things.
Yeah, but like, yeah, makes sense. Oh, Dread Salt. An allied dreadnought was dispatched to eliminate a target. Unfortunately, hostile forces are neutralizing its capacitor and preventing it from firing. Boost its charge, keep the enemy at bay, and the dread will take care of the rest. So we may like remote capacitor, so like our tick attack doctrine. So that way you just give it like a straight capacitor, and maybe like I don't know, maybe you need to yield it to basically learning like everything that has to do with logic. Maybe like a PvE ship with you to defend the logic or something. Because you have to keep in mind you want to get that into 4 or 5 people, so it's not all logic.
No.
Otherwise, it's gonna be dull.
Yeah. Yeah, but 2 drones.
Yeah. I'm doing 50 DPS with my drones. Yeah. Oh, next one, a raid.
Really?
Yeah, like this one we actually talked about that one.
Ah, that's true. I'm sorry.
Raid. An enemy base have been found containing items your empire would like to recover. Tackle and destroy any hostile haulers that attempt to escape. Bring a hauler of your own to aid in retrieving the item from their smuggling racks. That one actually they spoke a little bit about it. The hostile hauler they'll try to warp away, so you'll need warp scramblers to be able to prevent that. So depending on what ship like they are using, maybe they're gonna have like more than one how do you call that? Like, resist for not yes, like the warp drive resistance.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll need more than one. I don't know. You'll need to try stuff. Emergency aid. Hostile are attempting to destroy an allied target, repair any damage, and keep the enemy at bay long enough to secure the site. The hostile forces cannot be allowed to complete their objective. So repair and so yeah, okay, you just go there with a logic, pew pew pew. That's my understanding of it. Meta-liminal asteroid. An asteroid comprised of ore available to the war effort are slipped into enemy space. Your goal is to mine it out before it plunges back into abyssal space. Okay, so a mining thingy.
Yeah, it's like mine fast.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Be careful, hostile forces in the area will attempt to disrupt and delay your efforts. So yeah, mine fast and kill the stuff. So yeah. Okay, improve objective system. Okay. They have a vast. Okay. We have vastly improved the objective system for agent missions and site. The new objective has modernized visual, containing dynamic information and include helpful interaction state. Okay. So missions and sites going to be improved, I guess. Because okay, well, great. So if you're doing missioning, you should have better visual for the quest, I guess. Like people that actually talk, maybe not just reading. Well, not reading, just accept whatever. Yeah. These new objectives are featured in the on-front operative, and CCP have also implemented them to all career agent missions, making them much clearer and more accessible. Players will be able to understand more what's happening in the beginning, so maybe better retention rates. So great. Now, what do we have here? You do a second one? No? Okay. Great.
I cannot add inspiration for another one.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Like all the inspiration I add went there.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
And I did not much. Okay, ecosystem and industry changes. So that's for all your industry people here. Those are great news. Let's start with the ecosystem. They are making a lot of quality of life changes to various aspect of the economy, as well as reducing some of the bottlenecks that exist, especially for capital production. The change to the capital core temperature regulators and the neural link enhancer will lower the cost of all capital chips. They are also changing the PI consumed by the life support backup unit and the auto integrity preservation seal from P1 to P2 planetary interaction commodities, which will make them a lot smaller and easier to carry around.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. People would PI, like sometimes it's just like, okay, I have to duck or to go to the station between every planet.
Like if you walk, like
yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing, and
it's just huge. This will make hauling the built material for them much easier indeed. So here, let's have a look. For the capital core temperature regulator blueprint, they decrease the integrity response drone that usually need 100 of them to 25. That's good. So same thing for the self-harmonizing, like 100 to 1025. The core temperature regulator decreased from 70 to 50. So that's all great stuff here. The meta operant neural link enhancer, they decreased the hypnagogic whatever by half. So they reduce every thing that is needed by this thing by half. So it's great stuff. Oh, the life support backup unit, they remove oxygen. So usually you need like 25 oxygen to 0. So water, the same thing. So what they added is the culture, you'll need 8 of them, and the viral agents will need 8 of them. So those two are really smaller. So anything that has to do with PI is going to be really easier to just do the hauling of that. It's the same thing with the auto integrity preserver seals. So they remove bacteria and proteins to add nanite, and super stencil plastic for of each. Jump Fitter already required certain input materials when building the T1 freighter. They are removing them both, lower the cost of jump freighter and lower the demand for these items so that they are more available for other capital ships. So, so those are like the all the jump freighters. So the arc, they just remove the trigger neural link conduit, and like a lot of them. So instead of 32 is 0, entirely communicator instead of 2 is 0. Auto integrity preserver seal instead of 400 0.
What does it say now? Okay,
everything like less of a lot of material, so you'll get like your T1 freighter and some other stuff. They removed a lot of requirements for the jump freighter.
Yeah, a lot of material.
Yeah, for all of them. Yep. Okay, ecosystem now. Jump freighter wreck now have an access difficulty of -10 to match all other T2 ships. The wreck at -10. Okay, so when you're doing like the salvage, I guess.
Yeah.
So like okay.
Or the salvage or the dropping?
No, okay. The wrecks of the jump freighter have an access difficulty. So like that when you do salvage, like sometimes like you don't have it on the first thing, and you need like the T2 version to be able to be strong enough.
Yeah, so, and sometimes you cannot like add it with drums, and yeah, it's gonna be like
you need the T2 version of the like a salvager to be able to do it. which makes sense.
Yeah.
They are making capital ship component easier to export and import. Oh, reduce the volume of all the capital ships component from 10,000 square meter to 2,000 square meter.
Ooh, that's
So
interesting.
that's really great, meaning that when you need to start a production of capitals in a new place, moving those.
Those things are just like,
Yeah, that's actually really great.
yeah, it's taking time and taking ship and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
They are increasing the availability of the content that drops the capital ship control system. Okay, so the spawn chimp, because when you do capital construction, there's some item into it that are only drops in different places. So they just double the chance of drops of everything. So like those Aegis capital ship security facilities, like they'll be like more available. So like more chance of actually get the item. So that's great.
Okay, so like probably the price on the market generally because they are
Yeah, like so you reduce the rarity. So yeah. They are making it much easier to all PI community as well as it is now required fewer activity input to manage since the space of all storage facility and spaceport is effectively doubled. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so those of you that do the PI, just imagine that all your spaceports and all your storage facility will have the double of space in them. That's going to be great.
So the unguarded and then bigger.
Yeah. So well, that's really great because those of you that are in wormhole or NOSEC that have like really rich planet and that you got like all of your communities like maybe it be spaceport or anything else, can be able to put more into them, make them run a lot. Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start back to do PI because I was tired. Maybe it's worth it.
It's not only the P1s that's going to be more effective. You're going to be able to put more stuff when you hold and like into like those spaceport. So let's say instead of like 3,000 of each for P2, you'll be able to put 6,000. So you'll be able to. Oh.
Yeah.
That's passive income from PR is going to be really good now. Well, yeah, I like this change. They are adjusting the asteroid belt and that they added earlier this year. These are the asteroid belt which can be found in Blue A0 star system in NOSEC wormhole space. So I think those are like white star or something that got like isogens into them. As well as 0.5 security high-sec system, which border the low security and no security system. Okay, right. So the Ethereum asteroid, that's the name of the asteroid that you get in those system, increased by 900%.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Ethereum is an asteroid which processes into isogens exclusively. So the isogens bottleneck will be mostly removed with that, I guess. We are increasing the value of these mining sites and increasing the supply of isogen. So a lot of industrialists are really happy right now.
Yeah.
They are making the molecular condenser more affordable and available by adding them to the fractional warfare loyalty point store to act as a price ceiling for them.
Molecular condense is the thing that allow you to condense rock in the belt or something like in your ship or I don't know what. Okay, you don't either.
Molecular condenser.
I don't know.
That's gonna be for Google. If only are oh yeah, you got that. Okay. EVE Online molecular condenser. What is that?
have an article on Reddit about it. So I'm like,
wait.
I don't do it. It's not even on eWiki, I mean. Don't know.
What's the thing?
I don't know. Okay. So I think we're just gonna continue with it.
Oh, I could draw. I can actually start like continue searching.
It's only on Reddit. I have nothing then. Nothing.
Well, is it Reddit like the truth of?
I mean, it's just like fourth one that I don't understand. So. You just decide that you're gonna color and.
Yeah, just like doing like this little part here.
Okay, after the molecular the condenser, it's the graphic thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So, volumetric cloud has been introduced in the home from Operation 5. I'm sorry, I'm reminding.
The whole front of Operation Start are the dungeons we were speaking earlier. So volumetric clouds are like those clouds you might have seen. To be able to dive into them, like AOE is gonna like make them move away. It's gonna be like really like new thing graphic wise. So yeah, like if you looked a little bit on like the last videos of it, like those gonna be like really beautiful. Also, okay, missile impact have received update across all warhead side paths. The missile will now explode outward in the opposite direction of the impact vector. So if you're firing, let's say EM, it's going to have like this little electricity and our like effect. So you'll be able to tell what kind of damage is being dealt to a vessel. So that's really great. So they said that the visual effects of the impact will be slightly smaller when viewed from closer camera distance. Decided on the impact spawn ranging from 30 to 10 kilometers. So okay, so there's gonna be like different like size of like explosion depending on distance. I guess that's like a limitation or something. Player brightness has been adjusted based on camera distance to avoid overwhelming player when viewed up close. Thank you. Improved gameplay readability has been achieved using shape, language, and differentiation. So that's all things I don't understand.
Okay, I think like
it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Remember, it's gonna be.
There's 68 frigates of the Empire-based faction that have received FX special effects and lighting updates. So more. So I think it's all frigates, well, Empire-based, so 68 of them. So all frigates going to be looking amazing.
Yeah, they wrote like 6 to 8. I mean, I think.
Well, you know, like the Empire.
Most of them.
Yeah, I guess a lot of them. This includes the addition of lights and effects to enhance their visual appearance. The Marauder have received an FX and lighting update. Lights and effects have been added to improve their visual representations. But they nerfed them. They are going to be beautifully nerfed. Outpost Citadel, namely the Astor House, so this one here, the Forza Zone, and the Keepstar, have also undergone the FX and lighting pass, so they're going to be even more beautiful. Lights and effects have been added to enhance the visual appeal of these structures. So, right?
Yeah, we saw it a bit like in the Viridian video and everything.
Yep. So, yeah, it's a little structure, but the other ones like the Writer Room, the Asbelt, the Sotio, and also the Tatara and the Taster House, like the one from Moon Mining, won't change. Well, at least not now. Planets have been added as shadow caster. This means that the planet now contribute to casting shadows in the game, further enhancing the visual fidelity of the environment. But it already has shadows.
They're gonna have more.
More shadows.
So we finished. Nice.
Yeah, but I haven't finished my drawing.
Do you want to finish like live or?
Should I? Yeah. Okay. Do we have questions in the chat or only comments from?
Only comments.
Only comments. Okay.
Yeah, but
Great.
I think like we didn't plan it or anything, so people are just like, oh, okay, they start the thing and they didn't knew, and we didn't knew about it.
Yeah. Actually, just to make you like in context, it was mostly to test this new service.
Thing.
Oh, four. Like there's four.
There's four.
Yeah.
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and
Twitter.
Twitter. Oh, yeah, we can stream on Twitter.
Yeah.
I just learned that.
Yeah, Twitter and YouTube.
Check that. Yeah.
How does it look?
I'm on Twitter. Oh, really?
Wow.
It's working. Okay. So just make us a comment when you're gonna see it, so we're gonna know like if it's worth it to stream on all platforms at the same time. And I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. Not only that, for the structure, you still have the link so that people can actually follow it.
Yeah, I can put the link here and there. And I think I should put the link like for the I think I'm just gonna put the link of Reddit.
Yeah, you can. It's gonna be something, isn't it?
Yeah, because I have to, and right now I just like close the chat and come back at time because I had control.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm gonna edit it. I can just post to you.
Yeah. Does this work?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna go downstairs to actually put the end, and before I do it, I'll make sure that people go in somewhere.
Okay, so I'm in community B, and I'm gonna have it. Reddit. And here we go. And I'm gonna post it on Twitter first. So that's everything in the link on Reddit to participate to the contest. So it's 500 plex. I think that's worth it to have like 500 plex, like 1 month free of aid. So I think that's worth it. But at least try. I want to like birth, to be honest. That was my birthday last week, so that's my birthday gift. Having like a lot of girls, and that having fun to see them. So please participate and make me happy. And I'm almost done everywhere, like on Facebook, and after that is the Twitter. So I hope you really enjoy it and able to on Facebook. I don't know why. Okay, doesn't matter. Next one, YouTube. And it's gonna be easier to manage it on my computer. So Facebook, I don't know why. Okay, doesn't matter. Next one, YouTube. So I post it everywhere, so everyone can participate, color the structure, and fill the form after, and like that, they're gonna have the chance to win 500. Thanks a lot for being there, and see you next Monday. Tuesday. Sorry.